Sorry, I'm driving right now and it's dark, but I love you so much. Merry Christmas. One of my fondest memories of us together that I cherish a lot is when we drove up to Charlottesville for my doctor's appointment, and we had some of the coolest conversations on the way up, and I had a lot of fun with it. This was like recently too, and I had a lot of fun with you, and we got lunch too, and that was a lot of fun. And yeah, I love you so much. I miss you. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Yaya! One of my favorite memories that I shared with you was back when you guys were visiting. Me and you went to go get my favorite tea place, and it was really nice to be able to share that with you.
When I think about my favorite memory with Yaya, I think about all the summers I spent with her and having Harry Potter marathons, going to Universal, painting pottery together, and how she taught me to make quilts, and being baptized for the first time at her church. She has blessed me with so many amazing memories, and I am so thankful for having such an amazing grandmother.
My favorite memory of Yaya would have to be when we went to Hawaii together, and we were taking a helicopter around and looking at the mountains and the volcanoes and the waterfalls. That was all super pretty. And then when we were landing, the person was like, "Stephanie, would you like an aloha bag?" And you're like, I don't know. But it's probably like my boldest memory. Like the first thing I think of Yaya is like, boom, that. Well, anyways, I love you so much, Yaya. I hope you have a Merry Christmas.
My best memories of you is when we went down to Florida and we stayed at your condo where we watched Indiana Jones and we boogie boarded on the beach and we went to the pool. You even introduced me to my favorite chip, which is Sun Chips, which is still my favorite chips today. And yeah, love you guys.
Merry Christmas, Yaya! One of my favorite memories is with you when we were in Satellite Beach together and you made us grilled cheeses and we went to the pool and the beach together. It was a lot of fun.
Merry Christmas, Yaya. I love you. My favorite memory of us is when we went to Disneyland when I was 5. Love you.
Hi, Yaya. So my absolute favorite memory of us was we were going down to get Asher, and it was such a long car ride, but you made it so much better. We were just laughing and having fun, and even on the way back when Asher like threw up all over me and I was like freaking out, you were just there and you made it 100 times better, and you were just comforting me and you were so great. And I love you so much, and Asher does too, trust me. And I love you so much. Merry Christmas, Yaya.
Hey Mom, Merry Christmas. It's hard to pick one memory. In spirit of gift giving, there was this time when I was a young kid. I actually saved money to buy Christmas presents for the first time, and I was gonna go buy Dad something I'm sure he really wanted, a Pac-Man video for the Atari 2600. And I rode my bike all the way to the video game store that was by the Winn-Dixie on Davie Boulevard. And somewhere in that process, I'd lost my $20 bill. And I rode up and down that street for hours looking for it, and I came home crying. You're like, well, let's go look for it one more time. And we get in the car, and we drove all the way up and down the street, and you stopped at the fence behind the Winn-Dixie and walked around the fence and came out and went, oh, look, it's the $20. So, of course, it didn't take me too long to figure out that basically what had happened is you'd got another $20 to give to me to make sure that Dad got his Pac-Man video game.
My fondest memory is a more recent memory when we were at Seabrook Island and we were walking on the beach and the water was hitting our feet and we had the sun piercing behind the clouds and we had a special moment together. And so I know it's recent, but that's my fondest memory. Mom, you've always been my greatest fan. Always have had my back. You are a true mama bear in every sense of the word. I love you. Merry Christmas.
Hi Mom, Merry Christmas. My most favorite memories of you and I over the years are of all the projects we've done together. Like when we handmade all the favors for my wedding, or that time that Gianna colored with permanent marker all over my white Barstool covers and we had to recover those. But I think collectively, of all the projects we've done together, I think it's been spending Halloween with you for the last couple of years. It's just kind of been a tradition that just you and I share, where we carve pumpkins and we make Brunswick stew and we decorate and then we hand out candy together, and it's just something that even though my children are over Halloween, it's just something that you and I kind of do together, and it's just something I really enjoy doing, and I know that those memories are memories I will cherish for years to come. I'm so happy I get to spend this Christmas with you. Love you.
My favorite memory of you, Mom, is reading The Monster at the end of this book. I still remember the day that we got it. They had brought this huge truck up to the back of Old Memorial and it was filled with all these school supplies that they were donating. And I remember you climbing up in there and I was just waiting and all of a sudden I hear you yell, I got it! And we were both like, yay! Now, I was too short to see all the way up into the van, but the way I imagine it is that you got up there and you're like pushing all these other moms out of the way, you're like punching them, uppercut, and yeah, I'm pretty sure that's accurate. Anyways, you would read the book and you would be so animated, you would do this special voice and all these special sound effects.
Did that say there's a monster at the end of the book?
And so yeah, that memory stood out. You have taught me so much, not only by words, but by your amazing example of what it means to be a fantastic, loving, caring mother, but also a woman of faith. You have gone through something very terrifying, and most people would run away from God and be angry and bitter, but you spent so many hours showing how much you love God and how much faith you have in Him and trust, and it's meant a lot to me, and I don't think you realize how much of a weapon you've given each of your children to go through life in faith in God. I love you, Mom. Merry Christmas.
My favorite memory of Stephanie is when we were at the neighbor's place after a softball game one night with the entire softball team, and all of the guys were passing around a shot of 151 because nobody wanted to take it, and somebody passed it to you, and you, without a face, without hesitation, just drank it down and put the shot glass down like it was nothing. And it is still the stuff of legends at the neighbor's place to this day.
Hey Mom, Merry Christmas. One of my favorite memories that is when we took the kids to the zoo when we were all in Florida and we got to feed the stingrays and then we let the kids get naked. Well, they had a diaper on, of course. And then they played in the Splash Mountain. Love you.
One of my fondest moments is the fact that we got to spend and cherish a whole week with you at the Keys. It was a really good time. All of the kids, all of the brothers and sisters, everybody was there. It was a really, really good week. In specific, me, you, and Sandra got to spend one of the last days together. Everybody went to go play golf, and we got to hang out by the pool, have a few drinks, share some time together. It was real personal. It was nice. It was a good memory to have with you. Have a Merry Christmas, and we love you.
There is a particular memory that I have which really stands out. I think it happened about a year ago when you were staying at our home, and as I was folding laundry in one room, I heard this ominous voice coming from the other room, and I went to investigate it, and this is what I encountered.
Did that say there's a monster at the end of the book? It did. Ooh, I'm so scared of monsters. Scared of monsters. Scared of monsters.
To this day, I'm still shaken by the experience. But in any case, I hope you have a Merry Christmas this year and a Happy New Year.
I was asked to share my favorite moment with Stephanie, and I can't, because being with her is a lifetime of moments. And what I'd like to say about that is that there are many. From way back in 1967, when we shared our first kiss when we were juniors in high school, and she was the first girl I fell in love with in high school. Moving forward to a lifetime of wondering where she was and whether she was happy, but also asking her to marry me on the ship in 2008, the Carnival ship, and the look of what looked like a little girl who had just, I don't know, just opened a present. To seeing all of you at the wedding in 2008 and everything in between, visits and watching the grandkids grow. It's amazing. And moving forward to that day in 2015 when our lives were changed forever, when they came in and said, we want you to be in the recovery room with your wife when she wakes up. The doctor wants to talk to you. All of that has just been truly, truly amazing. And I'm truly blessed to be and to have this woman in my life. She is the first girl I fell in love with and the last woman that I will ever, ever love.
Whoa, hey, where are you guys going? Did you think it was over? I know this video has been pretty amazing, but I didn't just stop at amazing. I went to full-on epic. So sit back down and prepare to have your minds blown.
Hey guys,
Hey Bob, hey Steph, how
Bob.
are you?
Babala. That's
Well-
the Jew in me.
We want to wish you guys a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I hope next year is definitely way better than this year has been. But God is faithful, so we just need to keep our eyes glued on Him. That's it.
Yep.
But we love you guys and just wanted to say hi and see how you are. I don't know what your plans are for Christmas, but whatever you do, I hope you have a wonderful day. And I wish you guys could come up and see us. It would be really awesome to have you. It would be a lot of fun. I could get to listen to you and Frank banter back and forth. We've been talking about all the good old days, about when you threw a whole cup of soda on his back.
Yeah, I was innocent that time.
When we went to the movies.
Saw Star Trek.
It was amazing. I was so proud of you that day. I mean, I just would not have had the guts to do that. So I'm very glad you did. It was hilarious. Also, I remember you guys weren't allowed to sit next to each other. No matter where we went, we had to separate the two of you because you were like two kids. You would always find something to fight about.
Popcorn fights in the movies?
Yeah, you guys were crazy.
How about the time you took me into the pool?
Yep.
You breaking my chops and I
Yep.
picked you up over my shoulder, then you grabbed onto something, lost my balance, so rather than fall on you and hurt you, I threw you in the pool, but you grabbed me and I went with you.
Yep, lots of fun times. We've been reminiscing and
We were younger
talking
then.
about all those good days and really miss you. Really miss you. Wish we could see each other sometime soon. That would be really great.
Yep, but we wanted to wish you guys a Merry Christmas. We love you.
Yes.
And we'll be in touch, okay?
All right, love you guys.
Ta-ta.
Bye.
How do you stop this thing?
Hey Steph, it's Winnie. Reggie is actually doing the video for me, so here we go. But
Yeah, I'm watching
Merry
too.
Christmas, Happy New Year, and a happy birthday to you in February, sister. And I told Karis about the picture that you decoupaged for me years ago. That means so much to me. But anyway, the joke that I have for you, or the memory that I have of laughing, is us double dating Carlos and Pepe's. John and Gary had been drinking tequila. John looks up and says, "What's the matter with your head?" And this gothic biker chick is staring down and you are trying to crawl underneath the table. Merry Christmas. Bye.
Hi Stephanie, Dolores and George here. We just wanted to take this opportunity to share a little bit of something, how you affected my life. When I was pregnant with my daughter Charisse, Stephanie, you were my neighbor and you would come over every morning, pick me up off the bathroom floor, set me up for the day, give me hugs and kisses and encouragement, and I will always love you for that. Go.
Yeah, Merry Christmas, Stephanie. I just wanted to tell the quick story about when we first met at Memorial. You came in and you were introduced to me, and I said, "Oh, you're John Becker's sister." And you got very, very snarly with me, and
It didn't go over
my name
well.
was Stephanie Becker, and then you turn around and took off.
But that's the old
But
Stephanie.
anyway, that's old Stephanie. That's right. Anyway,
we love you. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Steph.
Bye.
Hey Steph, I was both surprised and honored when Karis asked me to add to the video for you for Christmas. But how do I share just one memory? So I'll jumble a few together just for fun. The day we met outside the principal's office, sitting in the mango tree, rewriting the lyrics to Johnny Angel, Venus in Blue Jeans, and Soldier Boy. Sleeping on the boat with our heads together under the hatch, talking until one of us fell asleep. John, jumping into the middle of our sleepover. He didn't want to be left out. You, saving my life by pulling my head out of a puddle after I head slammed a semi. That was life-changing, literally. Being in each other's weddings, Nikki's baptism. All of your nicknames. I'll bet your kids don't know those. I'll leave that for a topic of conversation, Stretch. So many memories, plus so many that I've forgotten. And this being Christmas, how about Birthday of a King and Silver Bells, our 8th grade choir? Who would have known that our friendship would span a lifetime? Laughing, praying, and loving together for over 55 years. Have a blessed Christmas with your beautiful family. May the love of Jesus continue to wrap you up like a warm blanket and keep you safe. I love you, Steph.
Hey, sweetheart, Merry Christmas. I love your daughter. I love your daughter. I love your daughter. I'm going to adopt her. She had the most awesome idea, and what a blessing that I get to be part of it. Listen, I'm excited. You know, my dad once said to me, show me your friends and I'll tell you where you'll be in 5 years. And honestly, you and I have talked about how important relationships are to growth, self-development. We talk about nurturing ourselves, just life in general. Stephanie, BFF, sweet, sweet friend, you have nourished my soul. What's it say in scripture? Walk with the wise, become wise. Walk with the fools, get in trouble. Kim's translation. Well, you're a bundle of wisdom, girlfriend, and I love hanging on your shirt tail. And yes, we've had our times. We've gotten pretty close to getting in trouble, but we've had each other's back. And what happens in the Three Musketeers stays in the Three Musketeers, right? Many scriptures come to mind because I know scriptures are at your heart, but I know one of them, friendship refreshes the soul. Boy, my goodness. You encourage everybody that crosses your path, girlfriend, including myself. Some lessons, I still have things I need to learn from you. Don't even try to teach me how to cook. That is not going to happen. But one of the lessons I can think of right off the bat that I need to learn from you is how not to whine, because you do not let me get away with it. You got to say I'm a little better, but I have never seen you whine. I know Bob, if he's watching the video, he's on the floor right now, but if this isn't about Bob, it's all about you. So, but I'm telling you, I need the lesson of whining. My favorite verse, and it's in my Bible, in my NIV Bible, is Proverbs 27:9. And your name's written by it. I'll have to show it to you. Perfume and incense bring joy to the heart, but the pleasantness of a friend springs from heartfelt advice. You, sweetie, are my pleasant friend. And every piece of advice you've given me has been deeply heartfelt, and I know it has been backed by God's wisdom. This has been an incredible year, 2020. We both know that, but you have helped me rise above it. And there's more to come, because until you and I hear that trumpet sounding, we have a lot of adventures tucked in our back pocket ready to pull out, right? I am sorry I could not be with you at Christmas, but I'm ecstatic you're in the mountains. And I'm ecstatic you're surrounded by your beautiful family and friends. So I could go on and on. I'm not going to, because this one needs to go through email. But don't get too comfortable up there. Do not, because I need you to come home. We have some adventures to experience together. I love you. I love you so much, Stephanie Garrett. Lots of hugs and Merry, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Stephanie. It's me, your handsome baby brother. Yeah. The one you competed with all your life. But anyway, those days are over, except you are coming after me on the skull now. And I'm going to have to swat you down and get you a wig or something, because we can't have that. Anyway, I love you. And I was told to give you a picture, one of my favorite pictures with you. And I went through all my stuff, but we're naked in all of them. So I passed on that one. And then I'm supposed to give you my favorite stories about you and me, and I think they were Porgies for Sale. Porgies for Sale, that was a good one. And then the ones in Crestwood where I fell through the second floor, landed on my head and lived. And then we went and painted ourselves pink and green and feathered each other. And I think, we topped the whole family. We did stuff that they could never do. And we walked around the neighborhood naked. Naked seems to be the theme. And I love you, and I'll see you at Christmas. I'm coming down, so hopefully you'll be there. All right, love you, Steph. Bye.
Hi, Steph. I'm trying to think of funny memories of you, and one of the first ones that comes to mind is when you were here visiting, and we were in the lake swimming with Sue, and came up, and there's Bob at the table with tears in his eyes, and he says, Steffi, I have something to tell you. And
I hit your truck again. 2 times I hit your truck because you keep insisting on parking it right behind my car. So anyway, you wound up getting the bob guard, and I remember that.
Steph, how about the time we went to the movies? Theater's all dark, and we're waiting for it to start, and all of a sudden you start yelling so everyone could hear, stop molesting me, he's molesting me. And I turn around and it's a 90-year-old man trying to find a seat, and he accidentally hit your boobs. And so the final funny story about Miss Stephanie is on the way home from that movie, we were in my convertible, stopped at a red light, and doesn't she let one big fart fly, and right next to us was a car with young men in it. They were hysterical. I did 90 miles an hour to get out of there.
Hi, Steph. Surprise. I bet you didn't expect to hear from me, but Karis begged me to do this. Not that it's a hard thing, I just hate it. Anyhow, I'm supposed to talk about your favorite picture, but first I want Robin to say her few things.
Hi. Yeah, we're not socially distanced right now, but I think it's okay. And I just wanted to say hi and miss the family, and I'm sorry I look like a slob, but it's Sunday.
I don't know what that has to do with it. How much time we got?
Oh, we got like 20 seconds.
Okay, not enough time on these videos, but I just want you to know I love you, I miss you, and I had some favorite pictures, but well, is that how many seconds?
Yeah, they're packed away.
They're packed away, but my favorite one is, that's it?
Speed it up.
Oh, forget it. We don't have enough time. Bye. Love you.
Bye.
Since Aunt Shan was having, let's call them technical difficulties, I asked her to send me a message with her favorite memory, and here it is. There's a picture of your mom when she is about a year old. So adorable. As far as I know, she was the only Becker born with red hair. At a year old, we were fascinated with her. She looked like the female white version of a Mohawk Indian with a little thatch of red hair on her crown. I wanted it. And she was as round as she was tall, which contributed to her cuteness. The next picture was in Massachusetts when your mom came to stay with me when I was due to give birth to Dom. Well, actually after I had Dom, I weighed only 109 pounds and looked so good. We both had bought some nice nightgowns, actually sexy. We were proud and took pics. We also took the pencil test, LOL. Your mom can tell you what that was. I have not taken the pencil test since, too scared of the results. We always called Steph and John the little kids. When they were about 4, we lived in a huge house in New York. We had lilac bushes bordering the whole backyard. In the summer, my mom put those kids out in the yard to run and play. They were the original nudists, peeling off all their clothes immediately and running around like little wild Indians. One day, they somehow managed to get out of the yard. Of course, they were little naked babies, and they got attention real quick. A cop found them and put them in his car, looking for where they belonged. Sue and I were just walking home from the library when the cop stopped and asked us if we knew them. We both looked into the car, shook our heads, and said, "Nope." Somehow they eventually got home, but I laugh every time I recall that. When I responded to her and told her that Uncle John had also mentioned their nakedness,
naked seems to be the theme.
This was her response. Well, it runs in the family apparently. When Sandy and Sue were little, they decided to pack a bag and run away. They took their little red wagon and headed for Iowa. I don't know how the whole story went because I don't think I was born yet, but it made the newspapers and they were totally naked. The cops dressed them and their clothes were inside out, and the article was hysterical. They asked a series of questions like, "What are your mom's and dad's names?" Answer, "Mommy and Daddy." "Where do you live?" Answer, "At home." Absolutely hysterical. Okay, well here is the other one, though I'm not sure how your mom will feel about it. Again, she was visiting me in New Hampshire, and she had baby Luke with her. At the time, we had a collie named Toby. Man, that dog had some phobias and mental problems. When he was outside, he barked constantly. Inside, he was afraid of his own shadow. I could not find a place for him to sleep because he would whine and cry all night. So I put him in the cellar, hoping no one would hear him. I also did the laundry down there. Toby entertained himself by picking out your mom's and mine underwear. Then he nonchalantly ate all the crotches out. Oh my God, LOL. We called him the crotch robber, LOL. Aunt Sue had a stroke this week, and she was in the hospital. Even though she's had an extremely tough week, she still wanted to show her love for Mom. She was unable to make a video, so she sent me this message. Hi, Karis. Lots of things going on in my world right now. Surgery is scheduled for Tuesday, but wanted to get a couple of memories off to you. What a fun thing to do. She will love it. Can hear her laughing now. Favorite memories of Stephanie, Lisa. Just too many to count. And most occurred when Aunt Sherry, Steph, and me were together. Swimming across the lake at Aunt Cher's on our noodles, we were educated about the joys of sex. Now, mind you, I have 9 children and had never heard of the things Steph tried to tell us about. I doubt Aunt Cher knew any of this either. We laughed so hard, it's a wonder we didn't drown. Since this is a family show, I can't divulge details, but only wish I had known them sooner. LOL. Steph is an amazing person. So much love to give. I am blessed to have her for my baby sister. Another time was at Disney World with Aunt Cher, Aunt Shan, Steph, and me. We older girls were brought up to be modest, clothes-wearing Catholic girls. No nudity. We still aren't sure where Steph got her inclinations from, but we were all treated to Steph's nude body in our hotel room.
Naked seems to be the theme.
She bounces out of the shower and walks out in front of us naked as a jaybird and grinning like a Cheshire cat. We all tried to hide our faces, yelling at her to put some clothes on. She's just unbelievable in a crowd of sisters. Love her in all of her quirky ways. Steph, you rock my world. So there you are, Karis. I have tears as I write this. Love you too.
Hi, Aunt Steffi. This is Emmy. I wanted to give you a big shout out. Dad has been updating me about you for the past year, I think. And I even saw a picture of you with no hair, and I thought you looked so beautiful. You have such a beautiful shaped head. I know that's a weird thing to say, but I told Dad, I said, she looks great with no hair. Not many people do look good with no hair, but you did. And I I just wanted to let you know that you were always my very favorite of Dad's sisters. I have great memories of you when I was a little girl, and you used to come visit me and Blake and Mom and Dad in Miami, in South Miami Heights, and I always loved your long red hair, and you were like a flower child, and you were just so sweet. And I've got to find it. I have another really, really beautiful picture of you. I'm not sure what year it was, but Dad sent it to me probably a couple of decades ago, but I really love this picture, and I promised Karis Blake I would find it. But I wanted to say hello, and I love you very much.
Do any of you remember the song, "This is dedicated to the one I love"? If you're of my generation, you might remember that song. It was very popular. The reason that I make a prelude to this video is because I am dedicating this video to my little sister, Steffi. And Steffi occupies a very warm spot in my heart because she represents the younger family of Beckers. I was the bridge between the younger family, which is Steffi and John, and the older family, which was Sandy, Sue, Sherry, and Shannon. So I'm kind of the fulcrum, and as a result represent a very important place in the lives and the history of the Beckers. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Jeff. My wife is Lisette, and we've been around for a long time. So I'm showing you the pictures of where we spend most of our time in Florida, and it's right here in our lanai. We have some things in common with Steffi. I have a couple of great memories of Steffi. One in particular was a day in Westport, Connecticut, when we were walking not too far from my parents' boat, and we noticed that the canvas on the back of the entrance of the boat was flopping around, and we thought somebody's broken into the boat. So I was the older one, so I immediately instructed Steffi and her brother John to go to the boat and investigate who had entered the boat. Steffi said, "Well, I don't think we should go by ourselves. You're the older one, you should go." And I said, "No, I have to stand guard. You all go on, take a look around, and give me a report." So it turned out, luckily there was nobody there, but I remember Steffi very well during that particular episode, and it's always been a good memory to me.
Hi Stephanie, how are you? This is to wish you and all your family a happy New Year and Merry Christmas in the opposite way. And my arms are too short, that's why I couldn't do the tape with Jeff. Wish you happy Merry Christmas. A kiss for you, all the family, okay?
What are you still doing here? It's over. Go on. Get out of here. It's done.